I've actually already played this game at least once before, but I hosted a poll asking you guys what you wanted to see me play, and after 9 total votes, it was almost a tie between this and Golden Sun. Golden Sun will still be there next time we do this, because I'm going to keep putting it on there until we finally get to play my favorite video game. But you guys want to see Nier, so we're going to play some Nier. I actually really like this video game. I played it all the way through and deleted my save file. So we're going to do what we can. This isn't going to be like a 100% run or anything. This isn't going to be us trying to... like, get all of the endings. We're just going to have fun with it. We're going to play through the game. I may need to do some stuff. Like, I don't know if I need to move my head at all, or if I need to go somewhere else with that. We'll need to find out where we go. This game does not support autosave. Play the game to find out how to save. I already know how to save. You save in, like, essentially vending machines on Earth. See? No data. No data on any of my save files. Because I deleted it. My username? Paladin _ oh. Start with the name? Yes. We're gonna play normal. Because we always play normal on this channel.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
Shit. I forgot about these opening lines. Alright, so I'm gonna have to remember how to play this game.
YoRHa Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the
I forgot how good the
Goliath-class
music...
units
I didn't
by
forget,
any
but
means
the music in this
necessary,
game is so
and gather
good.
what aid you can.
Understood. H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. B down. Our
I mean, you saw that one there.
Are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
There we go. I now have guns.
7E down.
Right trigger to evade. Ah, yes, I am starting to remember this now. I'm starting to remember how ridiculous the flight combat is in this game.
Assuming captain's duty.
Zoop, and now we're white.
Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
Ah, yes, I forgot. And then there's this style, the twin stick shooter combat, which is also really, really fucking cool. Ah, shit, I forgot how cool this game was.
Captain, I think...
Yep, it's just me.
4B down.
I'm the only one that made it. After all of
2B
that.
Operator 6-0. All allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B, we need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering
Like, it's just a really good, like, everything about this game is great. The actual combat is great because it's made by Platinum. The actual combat is great because it's made by Platinum. The story's great because it's Yoko Taro. The voice acting is great. Everything about it is just so good. The original Nier had a great story as well, and the gameplay was okay. That was the biggest problem with the first Niers, if you want to call them that, because there was Nier Replicant and Nier Gestalt. The biggest problem with those games was just that the gameplay itself was all right. There was nothing about it that really like stood out in any way. You got kicked out of your house. How? Did you do anything, Oofer, or is this like overbearing parents being overbearing parents?
Activating short-range attack gear. Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes,
Why
I'm
did the
aware
game
of
lose
that.
visual? Hold on. Do I need to not allow? There we go. I needed to turn off allow for transparency so it would stop. I remember dodge is still right trigger. Yeah, no, that's. I gotta remember the actual controls now. I gotta remember how to dodge because I've got a heavy attack and I've got a light attack. Is it right trigger as dodge? I can't remember. Or do I keep that control from the previous game? Or from the other thing that we were doing earlier? Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, so me and my mom and my stepdad had a huge fight because I got suspended. Because I defended someone. They thought I was just trying to fight.
Not quite.
A few hours later, he takes my Xbox and here we are.
Target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Ow, fuck. I never got, like, so bad that I got kicked out. I definitely had my video games and stuff taken away. Like, that was a pretty regular occurrence. But mine were never, like, because I got in trouble with something. Like, mine were always just, my grades were bad.
Toby, I'm transmitting your pod program.
Pod program download complete.
Yeah, I'm still here. Though it sucks that you can't play your new game. Ah, there we go. Now I got the pod program. I just realized the mouse has been on the screen like this whole time. I need to make it so that you guys can't see the mouse. Hold on.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time.
It's Nines.
That was dangerous, man.
He's my Hacker Man poster. You guys can't see it, but I have a poster back here. Like, it's really hard to see, but there's a poster like right here.
My name's 9S.
That has 9S on it, and it says Hacker Man, because I love
Copy
9S.
that.
He's great.
So, was that big old buzzsaw the Goliath you came here to take out?
No, just another defensive system.
Oh, well.
Oh yeah,
I guess we
2B
have to
is
find the
absolutely
target
thick.
then,
You can see
I've
the
got a flight unit, so I'll take
you
a
can
look
see
around
like
perimeter.
the tightness
All right.
on her
I'll work my way
on the
inside from
thighs.
the ground.
This game is definitely going to appeal to the horny side of my viewer base. Yeah, I'm actually more of a fan of the character that we meet later in the game, though. Like, yeah, 2B's nice, and she's very cute, but I much prefer a character that we meet further on in the game. And man, this game goes places. Like, there's so much that happens in this game. It's really good. Have you ever seen Nier? You have 1.3k points. Well, you could if you I guess you can't if you're on mobile, but if you were on a PC, you could always invest them into our.
What is it?
I was going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Do it.
You could always invest them into our into the channel party goal. And here come the hydrates. Gonna wait. There we go, that's 12 hydrates. 12. Let's see here. There's 6. Give me a second. Ah, 12. I think in the future I'm probably going to end up having to put a limit on those. Whee! There's nothing hidden back here, is there? Ah, there is. I refuse to be beaten. And now we can
Exit confirmed closed.
So open it.
Negative. Nearby enemy enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy.
I forget how much of a bitch 2B is at the beginning of this game. I think the craziest thing about this game is that, like, the types of enemies that you're fighting, like, never really change that much. Like, even when you're in the heavy flight segments, you're fighting a lot of these guys. When you're on the ground segment, you're still fighting a lot of these guys. They look like Katarina soldiers. Oh, like from Kingdom Come. Now we can.
You know, ma'am, I'm glad you're here.
Why?
Yeah,
Scanners like me
the Onion
mostly
Boys.
work
Oh
alone.
yeah.
Scouting out enemy lines and all that.
Onion
I
Bro.
don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
Emotions
And another
are
thing,
prohibited.
Stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
It's unnecessary.
All right then. 2B it is.
The music in this game is so good. So I had another ridiculous occurrence at work
This place
or the
sure
other
is
day,
big.
and it became like
Humans used to
an
use it as a
all-day
weapons
thing.
factory, but
Like
now
my
it's just
entire week has been
crawling
very
with
frustrating as
machines.
far as like work
The enemy
goes.
seems to have repurposed the facility to increase their overall machine production.
But
So if we don't destroy it, we'll just
my
keep
my
coming.
work schedule has been mostly the same this week, but for some reason something about it has just been like not messed up, but like, let's see here, I don't want to do a small recovery a couple of times here just to get my health back up. But I had a situation where I called, or I didn't call, somebody called the store, and it was for specifically like the manager on duty. And so I was like, okay, well that's me, I guess, right now, so I'll take care of this, because the person who was supposed to be the manager at the time was on a conference call. And so I was like next in line because I was covering for them, right? But what ended up happening was the person that called was the mom of a customer that came in earlier that day, and she started just screaming at me, saying that we had stolen from her daughter or something like that, and that she came in because the item that she had gotten for her daughter, which was like a baby carrier, was not the right size, and so she came to replace it. Well, she did come to replace it, but we didn't have the size that she was looking for, so she ordered one on the computer. But for some reason, we did not give her the item back. And I was like, well, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like us, but let me do what I can to get all the information I can from this lady, and then we will discuss it. We'll figure out what happened, and I'll make sure that what needs to be done gets done. So I spend a little bit of time working on trying to like get the lady to like actually tell me what's going on. So I'm like, hey, so your daughter came in to return an item, but your daughter came to return an item that you purchased because it was the wrong side. Yes, and whoa, hey, lady, stop going, like, stop trying to villainize us, stop trying to make us seem like we did literally any of this on purpose. there was very clearly like a breakdown of communication. So like, there was very clearly a breakdown in communication. So let's do what we can. Ah, shit, I fucked up. Let's do what we can to fix that, because very clearly that shouldn't have happened. So let's find out. One, let's get I need all of the information, because so far all you've told me is that you think that we're a bunch of lying cheats and that you hate us. Well, that doesn't actually help me help you. I need to know what's going on. There's not some grand conspiracy that you're calling me out on here. I don't know what you're talking about. So I eventually finally get her to give us all of the information, and basically what it comes down to... What it basically comes down to is, daughter came in to return an item, right? We don't have the size that she's looking for, or rather, she goes to exchange an item. And when she goes to exchange the item, she tries to return the item, via, the front end. But she needs to go and find out the new item that she needs. She needs to try and do that. So she heads to the section, hands the item to actually, I should probably tell the story, because I'm jumping the gun here. I should probably tell the story as it happened to me, because that's where the ridiculousness of it comes in. So I know that the item is in the store, or at least the mom claims that it's in the store. I get her name and I get her number, and I go, hey, I don't know where the item is currently, but if you know do you know what the item is? And she goes, no. And I was like, so you don't know what it is? You just know that it's a baby carrier, but you don't know its name, you don't know its purpose. Other than that it's a baby carrier. You don't know the name, you don't know the size, you don't know anything about it, no patterns or anything. She's like, no, I don't remember any of that. And I'm like, cool. So we're going off of literally nothing here. And so I'm like, all right, well, was it paid for with like a card?
Detected on enemies. Close range combat is advised.
And she was like, yeah, it was purchased on my debit card. And I was like, cool. Do you have that debit card? Like, do you know the number? And she was like, I was like, do you know the debit card number? She was like, well, no, I don't. And I was like, well, can you look it up really quick? And she goes, I can't, because I lost that debit card and I had to order a new one. I'm like, this is starting to sound significantly more and more like a scam every time that I talk to you, lady. But anyway, do you remember the day that you purchased it? Yeah, it's still on my record, right? Like, it's still on my my account, my bank account. I was like, cool. So you know what day you purchased it, and I might be able to find out what the item is. If we can figure all that out, then I can probably process the return. Get through all of that, and I go, okay, so I know the day that it was purchased. I just need to figure out what the item is, because I still don't know what the item is. And so I go up to the front end, because they're like, surely when this person tried to return this item, they would have left it up at the front end and then just forgot to pick it up on their way out. Or forgot to do like the full return. Whatever. It happens. And so I went up to search. No baby carrier up there at all. I'm like, okay, well that's a thing. Let's double check. Let's see, does anybody recognize us having this item in stock? Like, does anybody remember doing a return for this item? So I asked the cashier, who's been at the front like all day. I go, hey, do you know where this item is? And she's just like, no, I don't remember doing anything like that at all. And I was like, cool, because this lady says that she left it here. And she goes, okay, well, I don't know anything about it. I'm like, that's really cool on my part, because now I have to find out where this item is, or if it's even here, because if it's not here, then I can't process the return, because it means that in reality, the customer's being a dumbass, which is entirely a real scenario that could happen. Is being a dumbass, which is entirely a real scenario that could happen. So I have to see if I legitimately have this item, right? So far, I don't legitimately have this item. Well, I look it up, or I try to look it up the best of my ability. I go, okay, well, it was a baby carrier. I'll ask my associate who's currently in gear. I go, hey, like, person, do you know where this item is? Or do you remember anything about this item?
I don't know, moved it somewhere?
And they basically go like, hey, no, or they don't even respond. That's right. They don't even respond. It's just like, hey, do you know where this item is?
Is
No
that-
response. Hey, person.
You mean the birds?
Like,
there's
are
more
you
plants
there?
and animals
No
here than
response.
there used to be.
Do you need
Probably
like?
because
Do you
the environment's
like?
changed.
Can I help you? Is like why are you not responding on the walkie? Are you in trouble? Nothing. No response from her whatsoever. So I remember that she must have ordered something new from us that day. She ordered a new carrier from us. So I look up the daughter in our system because I know that she ordered something that day.
There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a
Well,
bit of a hike, but
I'm
should
able
we
to
check it
talk to the daughter, and she knows exactly what she got. And
It's
I go,
not
cool.
like Command to get a location wrong.
I know exactly
I
what
guess
I'm
even they
looking
get
for.
bad
So
intel from
now that I
time to
know what
time,
I'm
huh?
looking for, I can actually, you know, find the item, confirm the purchase, do the
I
return.
wouldn't bet on that.
Find the item, confirm the purchase, do the return. All of that can be done properly if given the time. So, I go to find the item, and as I go to find the item, it finally, like, the person who works in that section
High-power jamming detected.
has finally,
No
like,
response
actually
from
responded
long-range
to me.
communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out.
They finally responded to me, so I can finally actually, like find out what this item is. Like, hey, like, do you know anything about this item? And she goes, oh yeah, no. It's right here. And she just picks it up off of a shelf, and I'm like, why is that on a shelf? The customer... I'm getting my ass handed to me. The customer just handed it to you, and you didn't even think anything weird about the fact that a customer handed you an item that probably hasn't been returned yet. You just put it back on the shelf, which is like not what we do. So I'm like, cool. So we're definitely gonna have to like figure out why you did that. But for now, let's just be safe in the sense that we actually figured out where this missing item is. So I've got the missing item. I've confirmed where it is. I've confirmed what it is. It's just a matter of actually like doing the return now. But during this entire scenario, I'm trying to figure out why I can't find anything about the item. And I finally figure it out, get it all done. The entire time I'm getting called for other manager calls, dealing with things like we had a plumbing issue and all that. So basically, the person who works in gear had the item the whole time. Like they found the item, they put it back on the shelf. Like the customer just left it in the hands of our associate. So, in order for the scenario that we were in to have happened, in order for that scenario to have officially happened the way that it did, in order for the scenario to happen the way that it did, we would have had to have, one, not returned the item initially, and have the customer hang on to it as they walked around the store, which is not what we do. Two, we would have had to have taken the item from the customer, or the customer would have had to hand the item to an associate. Three, the associate would have had to have held on to the item after they had done the return, or like the repurchase. And four, the customer would have had to have not realized that they were missing their item when they left the store. Hey, the community challenge is now 50% complete. Also, I gotta fight this big guy. This guy's really not that hard, because all of his attacks are incredibly telegraphed. I mean, he's the tutorial boss. You're not supposed to lose to him. No, they weren't trying to scam us. Like, it was just legitimately like 15 things happened wrong. Instead of doing what we were supposed to do, we just kept messing up.
To me!
What's your status?
This is the target. I'm going to destroy it.
Right. I'll provide support.
Yeah, like, it was just a bunch of dumbasses being dumbasses without ever realizing that what they were doing was wrong. And, like, being so surprised when that ended up being the case, that, like, they were just screwing up. Like, nothing about the scenario should have been difficult to deal with, but it was because they just weren't doing anything right.
Alert. Incoming enemy attack from below. Proposal. Evade.
Big robot, teeny tiny head. Basically. I forgot. I didn't dodge in time. Okay. They start you out with all of like the auto abilities, with the auto heal in this game. I don't have a whole lot else to go. I guess I do have more bridge to go to, huh? In fact, they won't let me outrun the bridge, so that's a thing. Oh, come on, I dodged that time.
Hacking in.
Hacker Man. 9S is cool because he can hack. Yeah, it was like 12 smooth brain moments all at the same time. And the entire time, there was at least one other manager in the store who was just refusing to... There was another manager in the store that was just refusing to answer manager calls for no reason. And I had to handle all of those while researching this incident. It was bullshit was what it was.
9S black box signal detected. No response to communications.
I'm going after him.
Am I supposed to, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go up the round bit. And now it's active again.
Send a support request to command.
Negative. Communications have been jammed.
Oh. You can't get out of that, huh? Wait, no. Collect. Now we go. I'm climbing up the wrong side of this ladder, aren't I, though? Or unless I'm not. Not. Also, Shelton, surprise, surprise, my chat, who are known for being horny, decided to play Nier today, so that's what we're playing. Super tired. I've been up since 12. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by anyway.
I have to help 9S.
Oh, you voted for Nier too? Of course you did. Of course you did.
I have to repair him. Pod,
We're currently
get me
at
staunching gel and
26k
virus
raised for
vaccines.
me having
Then
to play the
access
CDI Zelda games, though.
The subject's vital
Which
signs
means
are
we're
too
just,
poor to attempt field repair.
Shut up!
We're just
do what I say.
24,000 short of having to play
To be.
The
Just
Nier,
go.
the CDI Zelda
Have
games.
to.
We're soldiers. We take pride in our service.
HO-229 Flight Unit, Command 677 received. Usage rights transferred from 9S to 2B. Requesting acknowledgement.
Please.
The flight units look really cool.
All right.
I think it's really cool that it turns white whenever she leaves as well. We can actually understand it now. It's saying kill over and over again.
It talks? I didn't know the machines had that kind of intelligence.
To be. I found a weakness in the target. Hacking in. To provide support.
9S Hacker Man. The hacking minigame is not the best in this game, but it's pretty fun.
To be. The control. On the enemy's upper arm. Use your pod. Should be able to take it over.
I told you to shut up!
Can't get close enough to it to actually attack, which is annoying.
Control of upper arm. Seized from enemy unit. Marking weak point.
Got it. Seize its control system.
Affirmative. Infiltrating enemy subunit. Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
We've got its arm now. Nope. Die. This is so cool. I love it. The ultimate game of why are you hitting yourself?
You just die already!
We did it. We finally took down the Titan-sized Colossus. Or the Titan-sized enemy, I can't remember what they called it.
Talk about bringing the battle to them. To be.
Contact command. Request assistance.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
After all that work,
Oh, great.
there's 3 more of them.
I don't imagine that this is going to end well. The black box. It's ready.
Right.
Requesting Destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
Request accepted.
Doobie, it was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.
Remember, this is the beginning of the game. I should probably go ahead and save. I think I can... Well, I can do quick saves, but I can't do, like, full saves. I'm supposed to find, I think, 9S's room. Yes.
So, mission complete and all that, huh? The Goliaths were wiped out, and we secured a route into enemy territory. Now we can...
9S,
Yeah?
thank you for uploading my data to the bunker.
I did that? Sorry, I don't remember. There wasn't a whole lot of bandwidth down there, you know? I probably only had enough time to back up your memories. Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
I see.
Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Look at that entire ass thigh gap. That's not thigh gap, but you know what I mean. This game uses online functionality for message sharing features. Connect to the network. Save your current progress, yes.
"5012 AD. The year mankind's glorious history came to a sudden and abrupt end, when the world was invaded by aliens from beyond the stars. The aliens unleashed a new breed of weapon, machine life forms, that all but annihilated human civilization. The handful of survivors that remained fled from Earth, seeking refuge on the moon. 5204 AD. Humanity launched its counterattack, deploying an army of androids from a network of orbiting bases. But after more than a dozen large-scale descents upon the enemy, we still haven't managed to repel the invaders. That is why you, the YoRHa forces, exist. To break this stalemate, once and for all. You are our ultimate weapon, and you must put an end to this war.
Understood, sir.
I wish you good hunting.
Glory to mankind. Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Tubi, can you hear me? I'm starting your boot sequence. First, you'll want to check your brightness settings. Notice that little recording icon in the top right corner. Okay. We'll let you know that the entire process is being recorded for posterity. Voice recognition. If your voice recognition is set to mute, which isn't gonna work. Gonna call out to you now. Make sure you can hear my voice.
Could you try and pick up the pace a little bit? This is getting embarrassing. Ma'am, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello? Go ahead and adjust your settings so you can hear me, alright? Adjust the settings until you can hear my voice.
This entire thing is so good.
Could you try and pick up the pace a little? Alright, are we good now? Thank you.
Always be super nice to 9S.
Anyway, that takes care of the settings. Hold on. Your self-destruct permissions are missing. Wait a sec, we need to restore those. I could set it for you, but you should probably do it yourself. Regulations and all, you know? Huh? Wait, no, you need to leave that turned on.
It won't let you
Okay, good.
leave it off.
If things go wrong during an op, you may have to sacrifice yourself in order to finish it, so once you're finished making adjustments, you can go ahead and close this out.
Everything else should be mostly fine. Slightly lower those. But the behavior when the game is not active. Screen. I did a lot of this stuff that I could on my own anyway. Earlier in. Partner NPC combat style. Close range, long range, aggressive, cautious, passive. Balance is fine. Vibration.
Oh, I see you've turned vibration detection on. Let's run a check to make sure it's working. I'm gonna tap you on the shoulders, alright? How was that? Did you feel it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, check complete.
The controller behavior when the game is not active. The active window. Can't change any of that stuff. Look,
Morning.
she's got eyeballs.
"9S.
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
Whee!
I see.
Oh, don't worry. We 9S models are the best around, you know. Though I suppose we're not exactly known for our modesty.
Well, I mean, the entire
Nice.
time they just cover their faces.
What is it, ma'am?
Stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
There's no need to be so formal.
Alright. If you say so. Oh, I almost forgot. The commander was calling for you. We better go see what's up, man. 2B.
Look at that walk cycle.
You need to be near an access point to save your data. You can see access points on the close range map. Be sure to save often.
In we go. I do love that, like, when describing why they made 2B as sexy as they did, like,
2B.
unlike,
Maintenance finished?
like
Yes,
every
Commander.
other
You detonated
person
your
who's
black
like, oh,
box
there's
in order to
there's
defeat
definitely
the
a
enemy.
reason
Bold,
that the character has to
but
have such a
risky.
sexy
Try
design.
not to be so reckless next
Like
time.
with
Understand.
Kojima and
I know you're fresh out
Quiet,
of
like, oh
maintenance,
yeah, no,
but I
she
have another
breathes through
mission
her
for
skin,
you.
and that's
I
why
need you
she
to
has
head
to wear
the
next to no
surface.
clothing.
Rendezvous with the resistance
No.
and do some recon.
Yoko Taro
Doesn't
just,
YoRHa
like,
have
when
a
somebody was
dedicated
like,
resistance contact
hey, Yoko Taro,
already?
is there any
We
reason
haven't been
why
able to
you
get in
created a
touch with
character
them.
who's
So
basically,
we'll
like,
need you to look into that
whose
as well.
ass is hanging out
Understood.
90% of the gameplay? I like pretty girls. That was his entire reasoning behind why he designed 2B the way that he did. He likes pretty girls. That's just it.
The surface? That means we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head for the hangar. Usually we can't get near flight units. They're way too expensive for us grunts. Too bad they can't mass produce these things yet. The hangar's up ahead. Let's go.
Yeah, like, it's the most fair thing to say about about that scenario. Just straight up, oh yeah, no, I like pretty girls. That's it. End of story. Just, you know, it is what it is. Problem comes back. It's almost like it's in her head or something. There's a lot of like what is it to be human in this game? Like a whole lot of what is it to be human. I do think it's really cool that like all of the moon segments have very, very desaturated like visuals.
Hey, 2B, why do you think they sent a combat model like you to a recon job? If all they want is intel, we scanner models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
You don't get to be on screen.
All right.
No, no.
You're going to have some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll put up instructions for you. Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
I can fire rockets now. Why is it not letting me dodge anymore? Should have been able to dodge through all of those. Well, the level up saved us from playing in black and white for a bit. Yeah, I've never been the biggest fan of the bullet hell aspects of this game.
Bunker to 2B, come in. I've set a landing point for your flight units. You'll be touching down quite a ways from the resistance camp, unfortunately. Sorry for the trouble, but we can't risk the enemy discovering their position. Understood. Good luck down there.
Yeah, we unfortunately don't get to use the flight units for very long in any major segment of this game, because the majority of the gameplay is supposed to be on foot, but... Welcome to Earth. Nature's taking over.
Target location acquired. Marking on map. Proposal. Proceed to target location.
The minimap allows geography around the current location. In the bottom right hand of the screen, blank icon shows your objective. Make sure you follow it. Don't get lost. Other players' bodies. If you have the network features turned on, you'll be able to see other players' dead bodies. By examining these bodies, you can do the following. Retrieve, you'll temporarily gain 3 random effects based on the chips the player had equipped. Repair, the body will follow you around and aid you in combat. 1 max. I got some money. Auto heal +3, drop rate up +1, evade range up +1. I think that's mostly just there at the beginning there to show you that, like, hey, that feature exists, because I don't think anybody ever would have died there. Mies. Die! Die! You aren't humans. You don't deserve life. Die! You gross, disgusting animal, you. Ow. Ow. Good. Robot scum. Face my blade. Man, imagine just like the first thing you do when you show up on Earth is blast the hell out of a couple of Mies.
According to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile. We've been seeing more and more enemies like this lately. They just stand there and stare into space. It's pretty weird.
Hey, by the way, you know what this game has?
Commencing.
You know it's a good JRPG when it has a fishing minigame. Is this what you guys came here for? Is this what you voted on? Fishing Simulator 2016, whenever this game came out.
Failed.
We're catching at least 8 fish this way.
Bite detected.
It's tiny.
Complete.
We got the tiniest fish possible from that. Welcome to the Resistance Camp.
So this is the Resistance camp, huh? We should probably go talk to their leader first thing.
Let's see. Leader is this lady.
You're number 2.
You know about 2B?
Yes, well, the bunker told me to expect you. My name is Anemone. I'm the leader of the android resistance that controls most of this territory. You must be the new scouts we heard about. Well, I'm sure my people will have plenty of information for you. Please feel free to ask them anything you like.
Yoink. This game is so interesting in the sense that it really does just decide, hey, by the way, you're now playing a side-scroller. No, you don't get to have a decision in this. The music in this game is so good. You okay up there, 9S? Every item here is handcrafted from abandoned parts and stuff plundered from enemy corpses. Range attack up small, melee defense up. Range defense up. Animal bait. Sachet. In reality, I want a couple of medium recoveries. About 10 will do. Attack up smalls are pretty good. I have a couple of them. Still plugging? Those little doodads that serve as power-ups for your body. They have the necessary raw materials. Now, if I happen to get those raw materials, I bet we could do business. But until then, what if you get the materials for me? If only. Unfortunately, all of our parts are dedicated to the war effort. Can't spare it for any for myself. Agreed to help. But, so I need one broken spring, one small gear, one broken circuit. You can smash up a few small machines to find them. You can attain them from enemies at the big open area towards the left when you exit the camp.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
Also, look, this lady's wearing the Yoko Taro head. Hers isn't actually quite the Yoko Taro head, it's just a machine head. Hey, you're with YoRHa, right? Can I ask? Electromagnetic wave shielding device. I wear it to limit unnecessary information from the world. Just kidding. So what do you want? You worried about something or whatever? What should I do if I die? It's a good philosophical question. For YoRHa, body is destroyed, only its memory data is transferred to the new body. That means items aren't transferred, so if you die, you need to recover plug-in chips from your previous body. If you die again before recovering your plug-in chips, they'll all be lost, so take care. Basically, you need to recover everything from your previous body immediately. Game is too difficult. Change the game difficulty at any time in the system menu. Easy mode, enemies are weaker, and you can use special auto chips. Equip them, and left trigger will activate automatic attacks and evades. Normal mode is standard level difficulty. Enemies get stronger in hard mode, and you can't use any lock-on features. In very hard mode, not only is lock-on disabled, but the enemies are, well, kind of insane. It's almost stupid difficult, but more daring players seem to like it. And hey, just between you and me, if you go to Intel and select tutorials, you may find some things you didn't know. Maybe worth checking out if you're ever bored or out of your skull. Where should I go now? Yep. This lady's just, It was fun talking. Get back anytime. I deal in weapons if you're interested in that kind of thing. Basically, I rebuild and repair relics from the old world. Although, to be honest, my tools are in pretty bad shape at the moment. But if I can get the service device in the toolbox up and running, I should be able to start fixing and selling weapons again. Take a look at it, will you? Well, looks like the servicing device shorted out. Must have put too much load on it. Thinking 4 complex gadgets will be enough to fix it. Looks like you can find them all over the city ruins. Alright, that gets us a couple of quests to start up on. I do have to use the restroom really quick, so I'm going to use the restroom and then we'll be right back. One second. I'm gonna go grab some headache medicine and then I'll be right back. Y'all didn't think I'd have a backup water, did you? Alright. Let's play the video game. World is filled with cleverly disguised access points, which you can be used for the following. Unlocking map info, unlocking a save area, a wide area on the map, which allows you to save your game, system menu, as long as you're close enough to that access point. If you find an access point under attack by enemies, destroy them to reactivate the terminal.
This must have been quite a city once upon a time. Too bad vegetation's claimed most of it now.
Operator 60 to 2B. It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
This is 2B. Nothing to report.
Good to hear. Say, how's the weather on Earth today? Good?
It's fine. Does that question have anything to do with our operation?
Not really. I just figured it might feel nice to have some good weather.
Feeling nice has no bearing on completing missions.
That is so like you, 2B. Anyway, talk to you later.
Hello, big guy. Yeah, our main goal is going to be to try and gather up some of these resources really quick. We got the supply trader's broken circuit. Go. Supply trader's gear, small gear.
Okay, that's everything the supply trader asked for.
It is. But
Man, these chores are a real pain in the butt, huh?
The Resistance is a valuable ally to YoRHa. By helping them, we also help ourselves. So no, I don't think they're a pain.
Yeah.
information map unlocked. Test mail. I don't really plan on checking my mail all that often in this game.
Data obtained from bunker. Data may be displayed from the system menu.
Map data, huh? It's hard to get an accurate picture from this. Our satellite resolution isn't so hot. Hopefully they deploy some new satellites soon.
A general idea is good enough.
You don't let anything get in your way, do you?
Like her sprinting animation is basically just like the camera naturally positions itself in such a way that's basically just says like, hey, do you want to look at 2B's butt? Here's 2B's butt. Need to get in there. That orange is.
This is the place that weapons trader was talking about. Uh-oh. I'm picking up hostile machine life forms.
It's funny, locking on actually makes it harder to aim. Because the lock-on function's really nice for up-close combat, and that's about it. That's the idea behind it. There we go. I forgot you can technically choose to just equip bare fists if you wanted. sets again. Oh, do I not have the big sword anymore? I guess I don't. They took away my big sword. What am I supposed to be looking for in this area? Ah, yes, the complex gadgets. That's what they are. I just need to look around the area. I'll be here eventually. I wonder if there's a way to do a full pacifist run on this game. Not to say that I was ever really going to be interested in doing something like that, but it would be interesting to see somebody attempt it. There we go.
That
Now
should
we
be
can head
enough.
home.
Let's get these back to the trader.
The longer you run in a straight line, the faster 2B gets. Which is nice because she needs to run a long distance for a lot of stuff in this game. There's a fast travel system eventually, if I remember correctly, where basically you just have multiple bodies in like stasis and can pull them out as you need them. My left leg that's busted up is my left leg that's fully original. Repaired this old body of mine hundreds of times over during the year. Swap parts in and out, so many times I can't even keep track. This leg has never been touched. So if I go and replace that, what happens? I mean, would I even be me anymore? And so now that I've done that, I can actually buy chips from this guy. You can actually buy upgrades. Like, you can basically turn off all of the HUD if you wanted to. And most of them, like, most of the HUD bits don't require all that much RAM, but it's important, but, like... Max HP up is good. And melee defense. And range defense. And now that I have... Oh, hold on. Yep. Now that I have those, we can go to our skills. Plug in chips. Customize. Equipped chips I currently have. An android's removal means death. HP gauge, skill gauge, enemy data, minimap, objectives, text log. Remove text log, I don't need that. Damage values, remove that. HUD control, auto hide HUD elements in certain situations. That. Optimize chip arrangement. And then attack chips. Attack up. Back up. Port chips, I don't need any of those. Defense chips. They also take a lot of stuff. System. I didn't grab any HP up chips. Well, with that, let's see here. Is there anything that I could put back into my system that I would like to have? Flood control still fit, and damage values still fits. There we go. All we actually had to give up was text logs. And now we can actually buy weapons from the weapons dealer. The Beast Lord is really the one worth purchasing at this point in time. Makes a really good heavy weapon. There's a whole quest line about collecting literally all the weapons in the game. I've never paid too much attention to doing that. But now we can replace bare fists with the Beast Lord for our weapon set. And now we go back to the lady. Very unusual, so, okay, here the YoRHa types are pretty good at examining things. Help her. Tell the allies in the desert that you're coming. Be careful when you're out there, okay? Now we make our way to the desert. So, fun fact, the Beast Lord weapons...
Coordinates confirmed for location specified by Resistance Leader.
Understood, 042. Placing marker on target. The desert heat is going to make resupply efforts difficult, 2B. Please make sure you're ready before you go.
I'm pretty good. The Beast Lord weapons, i.e. this giant-ass sword that I have on my back right now, they're actually weapons from the original... they're actually weapons from the original game, from Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant. I can't wait till we get to the fair. That place is so cool. Do a little bit of grinding on our way. I do like that the game allows you to basically just decide that you're just gonna, like, at any point in time you can just choose to start sprinting, and it's actually a way to cancel animations and everything. Like, it's just really, really convenient that you can just bust into a sprint whenever you want.
Alert. Access point communications jammed.
This is the video game equivalent of lighting a bonfire, or the Nier equivalent of lighting a bonfire. Eventually, we'll gain the ability to fast travel from here. It's a good thing the music is good in this game because there's a lot of just running around, and it looks very pretty as well. But, good lord, is there just a lot of running around in this video game. All good, all good. There we go. All clear. 2B only ever gets one weapon, but that's because the way he fights isn't supposed to be with weapons he hacks. We're not seeing much of that right now, but whenever we get to play with 9S, we'll get to do a lot of hacking.
You're from YoRHa. We've got a squad mate waiting. Just remember that if you need anything, what can I help you with?
I would like to buy... I'm actually relatively good right now. A couple of small recoveries wouldn't do me any harm. But I should probably be saving my money from this point forward. More good weapons to buy later on. Alpha has become your ally. Hooray.
The Council of Humanity has a message for all of our brave androids fighting on the surface. Currently, our struggle against the machine life forms is at a stalemate. This battle has raged for far too long. I am sure all of you find the effort grueling. But now is not the time to give up. Now, more than ever, we must forge on. Remember that several 100,000 humans on the moon want nothing more than to return to Earth. Glory to mankind.
Look at these dudes.
Those council broadcasts are always so stiff.
you could just knock them over.
Notification received from access point.
It's so dumb, I love it. The last thing that I picked up didn't give me an indicator of what it was. I think my head is technically in the way of the health indicator. Yeah, my head is currently in the way of the health indicator. I think I'm better off in the top left corner. Second. Top right corner. There. One of these days I'll actually get a green screen, and then this won't be an issue. I'll just be a little head in the bottom, and I won't take up that much space. But I just haven't been able to either get the time or the ability to really set up a good green screen. Don't fuck around. It's funny when you knock out a certain chunk of their like things, they basically just become nothing. Like they lose all of their health the second you reduce them. Like these particular enemies are not exactly hard to kill. I think that's the whole point of them, is that they're just weird totem poles. Oh, they're like, I'm thinking of like chips. Hello,
hey,
Resistance Leader.
Our leader told me all about you. Name's Jackass. Nice to meet you.
Jackass.
I hear you're planning to take out all the machines in the desert. Guess that means we need to get that entrance open.
Looks like it. So, Jackass, was it? What are you doing all the way out here?
Hmm? Oh, that? Well... wouldn't want to have anyone getting tangled up in that, now would we? Don't go trying to be a hero, alright?
Too late. Already the hero of this story.
Who opens a sealed gate with explosives? There's gotta be an easier
Somebody
way,
named Jackass. Right? Oh, these guys are wearing weird ass masks and like rope and like scarves. I wonder if we're gonna get to the TOS moment in this playthrough, or in this stream, I guess I should say. We'll eventually get there with this playthrough because it's part of the main story, but. Deserts. Whee!
This sand sure is slippery.
Friend. Mr. Light.
Careful.
Of your ally.
We've got enemies approaching.
Android desert.
These machines are talking.
Yeah, I heard from the Resistance that they've been seeing this a lot lately. Couldn't tell you why, though.
Ow, I didn't even see that coming. The sand is very slippery. Tree. The nice thing about retrieving enemies, or not enemies, but retrieving allies' dead bodies, is that when you retrieve the bodies, they also heal you. So rather than having to waste your own recovery items, you can just let the healing happen naturally. Look, big boy.
Droid, exterminate. Enemy.
Scared. Enemy. Scary.
Do you think they even understand the concept of being scared?
I think they do. Like I said, the entire point of this thing is like, what constitutes life, what constitutes humanity. So keep that in mind as we play through this game.
Alert. Access point communications jammed.
I don't need to be looking at that access point. I just need to get rid of the enemies. Hey, look, it's the Keystone Pipeline. This is the future we would have faced if we had actually finished that. I saw a post the other day where like people are basically complaining that like, oh, Biden's getting rid of jobs on the Keystone Pipeline. And this, that, the other thing, and it's like, you know, the Keystone Pipeline, completely, totally, like, you know, thing that won't cause any issues whatsoever. It's like, and people have been posting pictures of like other pipelines, and like, I'm sorry, where in this have we had any issues? Or like, here's all the current pipelines in America. Tell me where the issues are, or like, tell me where the hazards are, or when has there ever been an issue with these? I can't remember what the exact text was, but it was basically. Is like, tell me, are these an issue? And then somebody immediately posted that exact same picture again, but then posted all of the known oil spills and leaks. What is going on here? Shit! Shit. Those are bombs. All of those things were bombs. Alright, we're good. I was not expecting that. But, They posted like all of the places where oil had leaked from different pipelines that exist in America. And it's like, based off of all of these leaks and environmental hazards that have been caused by pipelines, I'm going to say that all of them are an issue. They were just shooting balls in between each other.
2B, it's fine. Their speech doesn't mean anything. They're just emitting words at random. If they wanted help, why would they be attacking us?
Yeah.
Level up. Yeah. Trying to collect things. Let me tell my collection. I do want to figure out what all these chips are that I collected. Actually, yeah, let's look at that. Have I actually been collecting skill chips, or what have I been collecting? See here. Yeah, we have been. Like movement speed up and max HP up +2. Been picking up plenty of things. Auto use item is very useful. Auto use item. I'll take that over having an extra attack, honestly. And then I'll take all the other along with it. Optimize. And then is there anything else that I want to add back to it? How much RAM do I have left over right now? I've got 6. I can't really add anything that I would really want to add. That's fine for now, then. The auto-use item is really more important than having extra attack to me. Holy shit, this is going to be a long journey. I guess the slide made it faster.
Run, scary.
Oh, he ran away.
It's heading for that rocky area.
Individual target ID marked.
So we go after it.
What's that?
Analysis. It is the ruin of a former human residential area. Large numbers of humans resided in such concrete and metal shelters. The structures were referred to by names such as apartment complex. Report. Mail notification received from access point.
Cool. I'm never going to look at my mail, so I gotta be true to real life. I never look at my email, which has gotten me in trouble a lot of times. I should probably actually go and see if I can't find my way to that other access point. So fun, interesting fact, Yoko Taro, the creator of this game, or I don't know if it was Yoko Taro that made the language, but he basically asked somebody, like an actual, like, linguist to make a fake language for the singing in these games. And so somebody basically combined, it was a couple of different languages. They took a bunch of different things from different languages and made their own new language just so that they could write songs that had something to do with the plot of these games. Just so that they could write something that had something to do with the plot of these games in the songs in a way that people wouldn't understand until they learned the language. Like the song, there's a song in both the original and this called Grandma. That's a really, really good song. Sounds really good, but it's like really sad when you know the lyrics.
Nice weather today.
I'll retreat. I don't really need another friend in this journey right now. She keeps tripping on literally everything. Then again, she's also sprinting in high heels, so like I really can't blame her for tripping on shit. Get diving around.
Everyone.
Whoa, big guy.
You are false. You will break.
Alright, big guy. Let's retrieve. My health back. I definitely don't need to see your Robo-Gooch. There we go, big guy down.
Run. Not this way.
Eh. Back here, you little shit.
I wonder what makes them choose these words.
Well, you see, he's running away from us, and then he saw us, and he decided that this was the wrong way to go, to not be near us. That's why he chooses those words. Some of them I
These
would
are
definitely say you're
android
correct in
bodies.
saying that like they are choosing their words at
They were
random.
killed by local machine life forms.
What are they doing here?
Unknown.
It's like they were gathered here. There it goes!
They don't give up. Run. Run. Must run.
Ah, yes. We are going to get to the TOS event today.
Multiple machines detected ahead. But what's with these android bodies?
Stay focused.
Head and stand up. Get an ally. Well, there goes my ally.
Child. Child. Child.
What is this?
My love. My love.
Don't listen to them, 2B.
Together forever.
Robo-sex.
Together forever. Carry me. Carry.
They don't have any feelings. They're just imitating human speech. Let's take them out.
Feed me. Love. 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 Love.
It's just a weird robot orgy.
You for this? Kill the androids. Kill. Destroy. I love you. Kill. Hatred. Pain. Slaughter. This cannot continue. This cannot continue.
Ready for things to get really weird, guys? Everything up to this point has been pretty tame.
Cannot continue. This 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 cannot continue.
What's happening?
Booty.
An android?
No, this is a machine.
Notice how it's leveling up. It was level 1 and now it's level 2.
And droids, why fight?
That's level 4.
Sword. Dodge. Projectile. Deflect.
I think he's evolving. We better finish this quick.
You can dodge and deflect all you want. I can also dodge and deflect. Also, good luck deflecting that. There's usually a way to basically like get him in a loop. If you can get him to throw up his barrier like that, you can get him in a loop where you constantly are reflecting his attacks back at him. It's pretty much like right as soon as you see the barrier break that you have to like. Ow! See, this is why I have auto recovery on, because I suck at this game otherwise. Oh, it wasn't letting me lock onto it. There we go, we defeated him. Why does he bleed? He's a machine, why does he bleed? He's got a dirty ass.
Is this really a machine?
Another body pulling out of the first body?
Damn it, not another one.
Tubi! We gotta get out of here! Come on! Through that hole!
Oh boy. We gotta go. I'm not gonna fall that easily. Sucks to suck, video game. I know your secrets because I've played you before.
It stopped. Looks like we're safe now.
What the hell just happened?
I know. I've never seen a machine like that before. We better report this to command.
There was a reason I was here. So really quick. Along this ridge. Secret.
Let's move to an area with better reception so we can contact command.
It's just gonna make me go all the way back down if I do that. Ah, yes, because I turned item log off. That's why it's not letting me know what items I'm picking up. I turned the text log off, so it's not actually going to tell me what items I pick up anymore. I'm getting more used to playing this game again. Retreat is almost always more worth it because you end up getting like bonuses for a bit and healing, and that's just always going to be more useful than whatever AI companion you end up with.
We should be able to reach command here. 9S to bunker. Do you copy?
I read you, 9S. Go ahead.
Operator, we just encountered a pair of humanoid machines. We weren't able to capture them, but I have combat data ready for upload.
Understood. Ready to receive.
Hopefully you can get something out of it.
It's been a while since I played a game that played almost entirely with controller on the channel. It's nice. Because I can just sort of kick back and relax. I could have played all of, what's it called, with controller, but I didn't. Cyberpunk. But like first-person shooters, I just prefer to play on keyboard and mouse.
I think we've earned a breather. Say 2B? I was hoping we could talk about our next move. I'm worried about the damage we took in that last battle with the machines. Maybe we should return to the resistance camp to resupply and conduct maintenance?
All right, let's go back.
You got it.
Let's try, big guy. There are a couple of side quests in this area later on that are pretty good. Like there's one where you run into
plant life is claimed most of the central area. Big plants too.
There's a character in this game that was in the original game as well, and it's where the Yoko Taro head comes from. Was that character? He's in this game, but I've only ever like he shows up randomly.
Access point communications jammed.
A lot of quick saving done in this game. Eventually we'll gain the ability to fast travel between those points if I remember correctly. I'm betting that speedrunners who know this game like the back of their hand basically turn all HUD elements off and just play the game with like nothing but the really good mods on. can accept subquests from clients marked as little O dot. Subquests just show up as a single diamond on the map. See, now I have access to transport to, like, the bunker. From this one, I guess. I gain access to that room later on. Word from Jack is about the encounter in the desert. Good work. I don't have much to offer in thanks, but I've readied a room for you here. There we go. It's the least we can do. Feel free to use it however you like. Okay, thanks. If we got enough money together, we might buy a new weapon. The Ancient Overlord or the... Yeah, I'll do that one. I also forget you can upgrade weapons as well. So, if I... Beastbane has a 5-hit combo as a light weapon. Now I 3, 4, 5, and then I can follow up with a combo like that. Yeah, the sword that I'm using is from the... Both of these weapons are from the first game. The beast weapons are... Point in turning it down. Yes, I do want to continue. I have no active quest. Oh, am I supposed to return to... Am I supposed to return to the bunker? See, instead of actually physically sending a new body up and down to from the bunker and back, there's just a 2B body waiting at the bunker and a 2B body waiting on a planet. That's what I'm supposed to understand, at least. I don't know why this one happens to have actual weapons, but, you know. Here's something I asked you. We need your help improving the network environment between the bunker and the surface. Doing so will allow us to carry out our operations in a more efficient manner. First, I need you to transport the required materials to the leader of the resistance camp. I'll have an operator explain how to obtain the materials once you touch down. Improving communications. See you later, 9S. Oh, there he is. And then there was one more quest to grab this way. Operator. Never get tired of looking at Earth. The hangar, you can get to it from the elevator to my left. There's a quest for us in the hangar. Alright. Didn't realize I was that tired. Who has a quest for us here? Ah, there she is. 2B, is that you? Yes, but thank goodness, my name is 16D. My instructor, 11B, was one of your squad mates in the assault on the abandoned factory. Don't suppose she was shot down during the battle. But the same, she was the closest thing I had to a mentor. She was so strong and admirable. What happened to her body? Oh. I know it isn't my place to be asking this, but, well, if you happen to run across anything of hers, would you mind bringing it back to me? It's not a priority or anything, just if you have the time. Agree. Keep an eye out. Do we have any information about 11B's black box? Negative. 11B's black box is yet to be recovered. It was shot down near the abandoned factory, right? Why wouldn't 11B have just had the time to upload her consciousness before leaving? Why is the camera being so weird? What the hell, camera? Okay, there we go. Can I check out these other people's rooms? Yep. Nothing interesting happens in these rooms, but it's interesting that they actually allow you to just walk into these random rooms if you want. Does this lead to... I think this leads to a new, like... I think this leads to a weapon shop. Can't access this right now. Maintenance. Shop owner. Upgrade pod. Use. I took all my money, but... Oh, that's right, I can get new, pod abilities here. So there are a lot of things worth buying here. I don't ever remember buying any of this stuff. Analyze all enemies in a fixed radius, allowing combatants to deliver a series of deadly slashes to all who are caught within it. Summons a mass of energy that unleashes a devastating blow upon its target. See, like, these are the kinds of abilities that I would like to know that exist. Those will be really cool abilities to have later on in the game. The first time I played this game, I only ever really used the laser until they, like, a couple of things they just give you. But, like, I basically just used the laser the entire time I played the game before. Shit. I'm tired. Which isn't going to bode well for me whenever I go to work. The pods in this game are replacements for the grimoires in the first game.
This is 9S. Go ahead.
I have an incoming message for 2B and 9S from the commander. Initiating playback.
2B, 9S. We've lost contact with several YoRHa units that were on their way to the surface. Their black boxes are online, so we presume they're still alive. We've tracked the location of their signals, so I need all YoRHa units on the surface to head over and investigate. End transmission.
I heard something about that back at the Resistance camp.
Target location confirmed. I'm worried about the other androids. We should probably check this out as soon as possible.
We will in a bit. That dealt demon damage. The laser beam is hard to argue against, though. Like, yes, it'd be cool to have that hammer, but the laser beam is a long-range, really cool weapon. But then again, I have different pod abilities that I can choose from if I want. I don't have to stick with whatever pod ability I have. If I need the laser, I can re-equip the laser. If I need the hammer, I can re-equip the hammer. That's the whole point of them having multiple weapon sets. Like, if I wanted to switch out and use my original katana again, I could. It's just... For the weapons, I've noticed there's a lot less switching out that feels, like, appropriate. Because once you get a set of weapons that you really like, I often don't really feel the need to switch, especially because really there are some that, like, yes, as they upgrade, they have different things, but generally speaking, like, once you find a light weapon, a light sword that you like, it's going to control pretty much the same as any other light sword you'll find. Once you find a heavy sword that you like, it's pretty much going to feel like every other heavy sword. Then you'll have like minor differences on things like picking up things like spears versus axes versus swords. All of that will have differences, yes, but the differences are going to be minor. I don't know why I'm still locked onto that one guy. I don't want to be locked on anymore.
Operator 60 to 2B. Looks like you found all the necessary parts to improve our network environment.
Hooray.
Nice work. You can conclude your mission by bringing everything over to Anemone.
To Anemone. Before we make our way back to Anemone, we could also go to the other, actually, I don't know if I actually have access to that other mini quest. We'll give it a shot. You know, it's interesting, like, there are plenty of open world games, but whenever I think of open world games as, like, an actual, like, style of game, my brain always goes back to, like, Skyrim or Fallout, and I go, why is that the default for me? And I think why that's the default for me is because those games are, not only are they open world, they're also, not only are they open world, they're sandboxes as well. And something about the sandbox nature of how the gameplay works means more to me than anything else, because in a, like, yes, Nier is an open world, but I don't feel like I can actually get everything that I want to do in Nier. I don't think I can just, like, hang out and get a bunch of stuff without having to complete quests. Like, there are a lot of things that are significantly locked behind finishing quests, whereas, like, the whole point of a game like Skyrim or Fallout is if you could avoid doing the main quest and just play it indefinitely, and there's always something to do. This game just doesn't have that same thing. This is still a great game, but like you play it for the story, and once the story's over, there's not a whole lot left to do. Whereas I could keep playing Skyrim for the rest of my life if I really wanted to, because the game itself is what you're playing. You're not playing for the story. You're not... I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like, I could always go back to playing Skyrim and decide to play in a completely different way if I wanted to. Whereas with this game or with something similar, like, yeah, I could put in the effort to play it again and again and again. And yeah, maybe I could change up my style of gameplay as far as like what weapons I used or something, right? But at the end of the day, the real issue that I'm running across is there's not enough freedom to do a bunch of individual things in this game. You can find new weapons, you can, you know, 100% the game. That's plenty to do there, but there's no real way to play the game in a massively different way each time. These are the parts we need for okay. Probably against regulations. Moving communications complete. Does that allow for the fast travel?
2B to Operator 6-0. Material handover complete.
Copy that. Good work.
I see the commander's as much of a slave driver as ever. It's like she was built to be as efficient and hard-assed as possible.
Oh, she's not so bad.
Are you serious?
Totally serious. The commander actually lets a lot of things slide on the side. Like, did you know that she leaves piles of clothes strewn everywhere? The cleaning team is so sick of it. Oh, and she never performs regular maintenance on herself. A lot of the hard-ass nature you mention is just for show.
How do you know all this?
I can't tell you that. Operator 6-0, out.
Interesting.
What the heck was all that about? Looks like our surface route's been cut off. Maybe we can get through from underground. So 2B, those machines out in the desert look just like androids, right?
Right.
But we androids were modeled after our human creators. So why would machines try to look like us?
There's no point trying to work out unsolvable problems.
I suppose.
You know, if I'm not using the RAM, I should probably just go ahead and turn, that UI element back on. The text log. I'm not using it, so I could always, or I'm not using that extra RAM, so I can always just put it in there, just so I can know what I'm picking up. Even if it's just something mundane as like crystal obtained. I feel like when I open the boxes should have something more important, more interesting in them than just crystal obtained. Wait, are we approaching my favorite area in the game? I think we might be. We are! Hell yes, look at this place. Also, can't wait for you guys to hear the music for this area as well. The amusement park.
What are those? What the?
Wow, this is weird.
Let's be happy together. Together. Together.
This was always like, to me, like there's always one area of the game that you show to somebody to like get the feel of the game, or like that really like awe moment. And this is always that area that I think of. Oh, hello. So like the second you go off the beaten path, you run into the... And there's even a shop here. Where you can buy all sorts of things that you would normally pick up. Which is really useful because those pickup items are how you upgrade your equipment. So having access to the easy pickup items in these areas is always nice. It's all so cool. And here's the thing: is you could go about fucking destroying these robots, You could systematically take out all of the fanfare robots, but you don't actually have to.
Where does this corridor lead?
Break time.
We're getting resistance signals from that building over there.
We need a way through.
Let's look around for a route we can take.
Quick save. Areas like this are always worth just sort of like looking around and exploring to find stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a copper ore, but hey, it's a copper ore. And thankfully, they don't make you try to platform this like in actual 3D. It's just a 2.5D platformer at this point. And just like that, we're on the other side. Dangerous beyond here. Broken. Junk. Danger.
Let's dance! Let's dance! Let's play! Let's play! 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 Let's play! Let's sing! Let's sing! Let's play! 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 Let's play!
These machines are heavily armed. We'll regret it later if we let them escape. So let's take them out.
Here's the thing, is they're technically not actually that dangerous to us. They don't actually fire anything weapon-wise at us. So if we don't want to fight them, we don't have to. This is like a weird little mini-boss that you can choose to fight, or you can choose to just sort of leave alone. Which is the weirdest part about this entire game, is 90% of the game is you can either choose to leave it alone.
Do you really think it's a good idea to leave that tank behind?
If they aren't hostile, fighting them is a waste of time.
There we go.
What's this?
Analysis. It is a device that propels humans on rails at high speeds for the purposes of amusement. It was commonly referred to as a roller coaster.
Humans
We're just
sure
gonna
are
stand on the
strange
top
creatures.
of it.
Hey, 2B?
Yes?
People who know me well usually call me Nines, so...
Oh.
So what do you think? I mean, if you want to call me Nines, it's totally okay.
I'm good.
Oh, alright.
Drop rate up, chip acquired. And see, these guys are actually, like, dangerous to us. The most interesting part about this game is you can technically play basically 2 games at the exact same time. You can play, like, the game as a shooter, right? You can play that shooter section all you want, and then switch over to playing it as a,
multiple resistance members.
Playing the hack and slash, but you can do them at the exact same time as well. It just takes a weird, like, split memory to do so. We're about to walk into a boss fight. this lady.
What the hell?
Our records don't say anything about a machine like this.
Damn, I forgot how cool this boss was. Also, she's level 15, so like I'm way under level for this. It's gonna be a slow boss fight, but it's gonna be a boss fight nonetheless. The changes in gameplay style can be very disorienting sometimes. Welcome to the hacking minigame.
It's trying to hack us. If we take hacking damage, it'll affect our bodies as well.
Yeah, look at my, did you see my health bar?
2B!
Beautiful, beautiful. I must be beautiful.
Those look like corpses.
Are they
Are we
corpses?
seriously being attacked with dead androids?
Wait, I don't think... 2B! I'm detecting black box signals. They aren't dead. They've been turned into weapons.
All right, this ends now.
Pretty fucked up, right? This is difficult to do. Twin stick shooters are always interesting but difficult.
I'm going to try to hack it back. Keep it busy.
You got it.
Saturation attack triggered by enemy consciousness data. Failure to destroy it quickly may lead to serious damage in memory regions.
Oh, we burned away its cloak. Eliminate the outliers. If any of those little sound waves hit us, we get stuck in a hacking minigame. Really wish I didn't miss half of my fucking laser attacks. My pod lasers. You know, this game is a hack and slash, but it sure does a good job disguising itself as a bullet hell. Yeah, that's pretty fucking creepy. Got a whole ass head under there. Hacking. Hacking. Oh, I leveled up. Nice.
Pod!
Affirmative.
Go!
Thanks for the assist.
Oh, you mean the hacking? No worries. Us scanners are pretty good at that kind of thing. I've got your back anytime.
We have to save those androids.
I'm sorry, 2B. Their circuits are fried. I think they were only being kept alive by that enemy.
Oh.
Yeah, just collect all of that stuff.
So,
What is it?
that machine had some pretty weird things to say, huh? It's almost like it had actual emotion.
The machines don't have feelings. You said that yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if the machines had feelings, we had to recognize the fact that we're killing sentient things. And that just wouldn't be the case, would it?
Hostiles!
Nope.
I am not hostile.
Huh?
You defeated Broken Machine. You saved us.
This thing is awfully verbose for a machine.
We repay you. Come to our village.
It could be a trap. Still, we should at least head over there and gather data, right?
I love the music in this area. It is my favorite music in this entire game.
This way. This way.
Boy. collectibles. Impact bracer small. I don't know, there's just something really cool about this segment of the game. I mean, this whole game is great, but like this particular thing has always been awesome.
What's that?
Oh, right. You wouldn't have seen that before. They're sending supplies up from Earth to the moon and the bunker. There are no spare parts or fuel in space, after all.
Huh.
Yep, how else are they going to keep the humans alive?
So why don't the machines, or the aliens who created them, attack the bunker directly? They originally came here from outer space, right?
Well, there are a few theories about that, but no one knows for sure. Hard to tell what an alien is thinking, you know?
There we go. Cell. They're all waving white flags. The Machine Village.
They all have white flags.
Looks like they really don't want to fight.
Hello, Pascal.
Hello. Before we begin, there's something you must understand. We are not your enemies.
2B! We can't trust anything the machines say.
I understand that you see us as the enemy, but... Well, anyway. My name is Pascal. I'm the leader of this village. Those who reside here desire nothing more than to live a peaceful existence. Look around for yourself. You'll see that it's true.
We're not your enemy. White flag means we surrender. I mean, I'm literally supposed to talk to all of them. Ready to fight is fun. I want to fight. What's this? Locked door. One might see that as an act of aggression. Locking doors. Those people are insane. Have, like, control issues. We already have some relationship with managers. In fact, I'm hoping you can take this to Anemone in the Resistance camp. Fuel filter that she requested. Take a tour. It should make it clear that we are a peaceful group. If I remember correctly, this is a shortcut back to the city. And now that we've been this way, we can unlock this
We can get
path.
into the city ruins if we move that box.
Now that we've actually pushed this box out of the way, we can now easily access the machine village whenever we want. Thank you, Dark Souls.
Operator 60 to 2B. Time for your regularly scheduled contact.
2B here. What's wrong?
Oh. There's this operator I kind of liked, but when I asked her out, she turned me down. Honestly, 2B, I don't know how I'm supposed to go on living.
I am definitely not the person to discuss this with.
I love
I don't
6-0.
think I can stand spending one more day in this bunker.
You leaving would be bad for me. It would affect mission efficiency.
Are you saying you need me, 2B?
All Model B combat units require the assistance of an operator. So,
2B?
And that's all. Closing this channel.
2B's bad at emotions. What is the term? Like kudere or something like that? The emotionless person? Man, just fucking fuck them up, I guess, is what I can do. That's my fun to be had here. I should probably work on upgrading some of my weapons. I think I've got some of the material needed to do so. Especially like the first couple of upgrades are like nothing. Because he still only has the 3 weapons, but I can also choose to upgrade my weapons as well. Can't quite upgrade that, but if I upgrade my Virtuous Contact, then I could make its light combo into a 5 light combo. It would bring it slightly above the Beast Bane as far as actual like weapon efficiency goes. Can't do that. Would allow me 2 weapons. Also, each weapon has a story, which I think is interesting. A package for you from a machine called Pascal. Sure did. You've been consorting with machines, huh? Just the ones in the village. They're totally harmless, and they also have the means to construct intricate devices that we can't. In exchange, we provide them with oil and other materials. I guess you'd call it a form of commerce. Anyway, if you're headed back there, please take this high viscosity oil to Pascal. That's right, you also sell, okay, yeah, you sell the upgrades as well. There's some massive energy that spouts from the ground in the shape of deadly spears. There's a protective barrier that blocks melee attacks, that blocks projectile attacks. And I can increase my plug-in storage. But I think I'm going for the hammer. Let's see. Skills, pod program. Pod A Gatling and then R3. Okay, that's pretty fucking cool.
What do you think?
He just started transmitting to us directly.
Now do you believe we're not a threat?
Your mouth can say anything it wants, but you still don't have a heart.
I suppose that's technically accurate. Yes, well, you're free to visit our village whenever you like.
Okay, I gotta figure out the range on this hammer. It's a lot closer range than the laser, but it's still further range than some of my main attacks. There's gotta be a... Here you go. Aha, yep. Let's see here. I'll go for a little while longer, but then I think after that we're probably gonna call it for now. We'll make our way back to the robot village, and then after that, we'll probably call it. Pee again, and then I also have to get ready for work. Sweet. Go. Yeah, considering this game is so big and for the longest time you don't really gain access to any sort of fast travel, it's kind of worth it to have the sprint increase in speed, considering how slow the sprint is at first. Oh, that's right. You guys sell the machine weapons, right? Yeah, machine sword, machine axe, and machine spear. This is our first access to a spear, if I were to have money for it. And then you sell the different upgrades and stuff. That was up, I think. Only all androids and machines can live together in peace like this. Never gonna happen.
After all, the only way to understand someone is to get to know them. Isn't that right?
Fair enough.
What's that noise?
2B, this is an emergency transmission from the bunker. We're reading a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins. And it looks like there are a ton of other machines there with it. All YoRHa units should proceed and engage immediately.
A Goliath? This was a trap. I knew it.
I promise you, we were not aware of this information. I realize the odds of you believing me are strikingly low, but I hope you will nonetheless.
We'll sort it out later. Let's go.
Alright, so I'll save here, and that'll be where we stop for the day. Thank you, everybody, who came out to today's stream. I've been Paladin Null. This has been Nier Automata. I hope you guys are excited for more of this, and I hope you guys are excited for tomorrow, where we continue Danganronpa with Megumin. But that's everything. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and as always, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.